Saint Elmo by Augusta Jane Evans. Augusta Jane Evans was of many professional women novelists who wrote not only uplift the nation morally, but to make a living. She was born in Georgia in 1835. 10 years later, in 1845, her family headed to Texas in a covered wagon, hoping to restore their fortune after the Depression of the early 1840s, when she was a child in Columbus. Evans was determined to work for a living and bring the family back up to the social and financial status she felt they were born to. She had the desire to free her father from the burdens of care and financial embarrassment. Therefore, Evans did not marry until she was successful in her own right. Evans was decided to make money, and for Christmas 1854 presented her father with a fair copy of the manuscript Inez. Augusta found it appropriate to discuss political issues in fiction. Women novelists were to provide a moral focus for the individual, but not the society. She was a die-hard Southern partisan. However, after the Civil War, the publications of St. Elmo assured her fame and her fortune. She married in 1868 to Lorenzo Madison Wilson, the director of the Mobile and Montgomery Railroad, who invested money outside the American South during the war. While married to Lorenzo, she lived the life of an upper-middle-class Southern lady, where she died in 1909. Saint Elmo is the story of a man and a woman who, by every standard of their society, do not belong together. They feel an erotic and intellectual attraction that they can't stay apart. Edna and Saint Elmo, spirited and eloquent, are destined to live in Christian charity. Edna Earl, the protagonist of the novel and an orphan, is in love with Saint Elmo, the only man whose intellect can ever equal or outstrip hers. Edna is greatly attracted to him, but in her eyes, Saint Elmo is a murderer, as he killed a man in a duel and also a blasphemer. It is only after a series of catastrophic illnesses, deaths, and conversations that Edna and Saint Elmo can finally marry. Saint Elmo is therefore a central work to the great debate over women, education, literature, and morality, which was played out in newspapers from the 1830s to the turn of the century. Evans explores in this novel, Saint Elmo, the rights, privileges, duties, and power of men and women in the context of the turbulent lives of her protagonist, Edna Earl. Saint Elmo forms a significant part of the deep debate over women and their relationship to education, literature, morality, and politics. The author of the novel, Jane Augusta Evans, presents two heroes in this novel. The heroine, Edna, is not a literary woman, but a landowner rich in her own right, a mill owner. Published in 1906, this novel, Saint Elmo, was one of the most popular novels of the 19th century, earning its author, Jane Evans, won international fame and inspiring passionate devotion among its readers. The literature of the American South. Thanks for watching.